Welcome to the D-Spot with your host, Dr. D, along with her co-host, Blunt, and Kurt Shell. She goes by the name Big Kurt. So, put those kitties to bed, grab your favorite adult beverage, kick back and be prepared to be entertained. Because we're about to go live with the D-Spot.
Welcome to the D-Spot. This is our second show. Yes. How you guys doing? Kershell, how's it going?
It's going. Tell them.
It's going.
All right. Kiki, how's it going?
It's awesome.
Kiki,
We got some new
do you
things
love
popping.
me?
I can't put it in the to the public right now, but it's in the atmospheres with God. But God is moving.
We're not gonna put it on in the app.
Because it's out there. Trust me, things is popping. Things are shifting, moving in the atmosphere, and it's all good. and yeah, everything is good with Blunt.
2019 is gonna be great.
Yes.
Kershell, good things gonna happen in you 2019.
They are.
All right.
I say it. I receive it. I
Claim
believe
it.
They
That's
are.
right. Amen. Yes. And things are great with Dr. D. Yes, I got this show going on. I got a couple other things happening. Nice love life going on. All those type things.
Must be.
Getting married soon. All that. Yes. So on tonight's show, we have Richmond's local entrepreneurs and small business owners. So on tonight, I have about 5 different entrepreneurs that I'm gonna bring on. All right. So before we get started, though, let's talk a little bit about businesses. I know for myself, I own a business. I was in the multi-level marketing business for 8 years, doing the massage thing. Now I'm doing a Dr. D thing, helping my boo out with his multimedia production, Millennium Advanced. That's who actually does all this production work here. And so I'm dabbling in a couple of things. Got other couple things in the horizon. So I'm all about entrepreneurship. I'm all about, building that business. My goal is not to work for somebody for the rest of my life.
Indeed.
Yeah, my thing is to have generational wealth for my children. So I want to build things so that I can have some wealth to pass on to them. And hopefully they'll want to take it over. So this show is like near and dear to my heart because I love people that go out there and get their own business, whether it's a hobby of yours and you turn it into a business, whether it's something that you fell into, whatever. With businesses and owning your own, it's the sky's the limit, So on today, I want to showcase a couple of these businesses. But before we do that, Kershell has some information for those of you at home that may be thinking about, starting your own business and you really don't know, the differences between an LLC and a corporation. But there's an array of things. There's a S corporation, an L corporation. There's a sole proprietorship and everything. But tonight we're going to talk about LLC versus corporation. So what information you have for us, Kershell?
Well, first of all, to those who are deciding that this is what you want to do, first I would like for anybody, I don't know what your faith is, to pray on it. Believe it and go after it. That's the very first thing you do, and then from there do your homework. And tonight we're going to spotlight how to begin to do your homework. Definitely don't take for granted that a business is just something that you can do, you can jump into, because it can cost you and then it can hurt you. But you just know that expect the worst but expect greater after the worst. So how to set it up: you have your partnerships and your sole proprietorships. Sole proprietorship and partnerships, the owner's assets may be used to pay debts off in the business. So meaning that whatever you have, pretty much that is yours, it's solely yours. You can pay off some of the things to get those things started. With an LLC, limited liability corporation. Let me go back. With sole proprietorship means you and you alone, no one else.
Yes.
Partnership, of course, is you and your friends, whomever. But however, going in with a contractual agreement, but you all both are reliable for whatever debt is incurred. Know that, because people tend to get in business with their friends, and then when it doesn't go right, they think, oh, okay, you got it, or you got to leave
yeah.
one with the bill.
Right.
You know, you both are stuck with that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Limited liability corporation, it's like a membership. So however you set it up, whether it's 4, 5, 6, that's a membership. And no one person is personally liable for debts that incur of the businesses. And then of course, if you get your business together, you're gonna make sure you have, know how to write things off. Of course, expect losses in your first year. When you go into that business, you talk about that. You automatically say, I'm going to lose X amount of dollars in the first year. But if you find something to overlap that wave, you can at least break even in some areas. LLC and corporation share many of the same characteristics, but the most important one is that they both offer limited liability protection. So typically the shareholders are not responsible for debts and obligations like we spoke about before. Typically. Now that depends. We're not going to say you won't be responsible for anything, but if you brought anything in the business as far as property or anything that you have to use and utilize, that is your debt. Somebody has to incur it one way or another, whether it's an investor or the person who basically put their credit on the line for the business itself. So you think about this before you setting up a business. You jumping out the gate saying, hey, boom, I'm gonna get a business loan, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and I'm gonna be good. No, you're not gonna be good because you'll pay for it. So what you might end up doing also is filing a Chapter 7 or Chapter 11 for businesses. That's something you typically will not want, but trust me, that impacts everybody connected to that business. So think about that before you do. LLC and corporations are taxed differently. A LLC is passed through a tax entity. This means that the income to the entity is not taxed. The income to the entity is not taxed. I'm going to say that again. The income is not taxed. At the entity level, however, the entity does complete a tax return. So the business is required, any business is required to file a tax return unless we also need to throw in a nonprofit. Now, if you decide to be a nonprofit organization, of course you have to go through the filing paperwork of 501c3s where you are exempt. You are tax exempt for a multitude of things, but you're also limited on what you revenue. So don't think because I'm a nonprofit, I can bring in all this money. No, you can't. You bring in all this money, but you have to show complete dead end of year, like everything you need for something to say zero at the end of the year,
Right,
where
so
you
like
make a
a
charitable
loss or
contribution.
something,
Not so much as a loss. It has to be like a charitable contribution.
Okay.
I had this money in here, and this is what I used it for, and it was X, Y, Z.
Okay.
And that covers you in the end. So know your differences. Of course, 501c3, you are not supposed to make money. You cannot make money off of your own business. You can. 501c3 is solely for charitable, non-for-profit use. To the
But you
individual share.
can't pay employees, right?
Not with a 50, only if it's a charitable organization. I can use my 501c3 to use, like say I do a party for charity, a nonprofit, and the people that we hire, like maybe like the staff, the caterers, or security, I am able to pay that out because I'm utilizing it under this charity event.
Gotcha.
So I don't have to file taxes on that. So guess what happens though? I write this check for the people that are working for me. It is your responsibility to file that money. And then what I can do is I can make you sign a W-4 or a 1099 that says, hey, I've gotten this money from this person, and that lets the IRS know, boom, this person got a nonprofit check, which means nothing was taxed. So in the end, you will be responsible for taking that up with
Great
Uncle Sam
information.
and whomever.
Yeah, that's a great
So think about that too when you go in there and you want to work with somebody with a 501c3. Be conscious of that when you're doing that. Well, at least if you do file taxes and you have received a 501c3 check, make sure you do a withholding and you say take out X amount of dollars for just to cover your own self. With the standard corporation, the corporation is separately taxable. They are treated as a separate legal taxable entity for income tax purposes. So that means pretty much your corporation can be charged. Like if I do anything under my corporation name, my corporation could be sued, not the person itself, the corporation. So I'm suing the name. I'm not suing the body. or the actual corporation. So whatever that corporation incurs, that person is responsible for receiving revenue from that corporation, not the body, not Dr. D or myself or Kim. So, good information.
Great
to take
information.
on.
Great information.
Yes, that's great information. So I just wanted to give you guys a piece of information in case you're wondering about starting your own business. You know how to go. But of course, I'll put more information on the D-Spot page with the differences with the S-Corp and, you know, a couple of other things that may be helpful to you since we're doing an entrepreneur show. All right, so now let's move into our entrepreneurs. For our first entrepreneur, we have Mr. Wendell Moss, who's here out of Richmond, Virginia. Let's welcome Mr. Wendell Moss.
How y'all ladies doing?
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so I appreciate you coming. Definitely appreciate you coming. All right, so Mr. Wendell Moss, before we get started with your stuff, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I am an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for the last, probably 30 years.
Okay.
You know, from concert promotions now to fashion shows to novel to magazines.
Okay.
You know, for, let me see, back in the 90s, promoted shows, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, EU, Chuck Brown, Lost Boys, Blase, and pretty much everybody in the hip-hop industry.
Okay.
Probably at the #1 hip-hop venue in the state of Virginia called Magic City down in Petersburg, Virginia. And that was back then, now, all the way to having the #1 fashion show in the state of Virginia, which is the only live pay-per-view fashion show in the state of Virginia, which is RVA's Beauty and Barber Awards /fashion event.
Awesome.
That event this year takes place June 9th at the Four Points by Sheridan, 4700 to Burnham Avenue.
Oh, nice. That was a great plug-in. We'll be the fashion
Absolutely.
show.
Say that
June
again.
9th.
We will be
June
there.
9th.
June
We'll be
9th.
Come see TV. Come see TV, the only live pay-per-view fashion show in the state of Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Caribbean, you can watch it in Timbuktu, you can watch it in Russia, Egypt, wherever you're at. And it
that's
comes
awesome.
your own home.
That's
on your
Timbuktu.
own. That's right.
Okay.
If you're out on a pond boat, tadpole fishing or catfishing or whatever you want to watch,
Watch it there too.
you can sit right there and watch your
pull up your
favorite
water.
model, your favorite designer,
Yeah.
right there on the model.
Tune
on
into the
runway.
water. Yeah.
June 9th.
Just make sure he
June
gives you
9th.
money.
All right. All right, so I have a couple of questions for you, just to give the audience, you know, your take on business and things. So let me ask you, so what did you have these beauty and barber magazines. What is your marketing strategy?
Market strategy is if you're a barber, you're a hairstylist, you're a model, you're a photographer, designer, this is your magazine, this is your platform for you to shine.
Okay, all right. So now, what would you say would be your company goals for Beauty and Barber magazine?
Well, right now we are digitally newsstand worldwide. We want to make this hard copy worldwide. We want to connect the dots in all 50 states. So right now, presently, we're looking for affiliates in all 50 states. If you're in Atlanta, New York, Connecticut, DC, Florida, wherever you're at, if you are a model, if you're a designer, a barber, stylist, if you want to be an affiliate, we can send you some affiliate information where you can work for the magazine and get compensated for your services and actually promote your brand as well as the brand of Beauty and Barber magazine.
All right. So what would you say made you choose this business?
This business, for one, you could say everybody like to be groomed, whether it's bi-weekly or weekly or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you go into the barber shop, everybody look nice. So that's one thing about fashion and hairstyles and things like that. They never go old. You know,
Right.
Like Gucci Man said, everybody wants to stay fly.
Oh yeah, you always want to stay fly. You want to stay fresh. You know, there's a big difference between that and the concert business. Now, you may have an artist that come out. You know, he may be hot this week or this month, and 3 or 4 months later, you know, he might fade away in the wind. But a haircut, clothing, or a brand or something like that, everybody wants to stay.
Yeah, stay up
nice.
on that fashion.
And comes back.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So,
So-
they don't get old.
So now let me ask you, for the people at home, again, that maybe want to start their own business, don't really know how to start their own business, what would be a piece of advice that you could give them to try to start their own business at home?
How to start your own business at home. First, you got to do research on what you are trying to do. Find out what market strategy can actually make that business grow, and what you need to do as far as advertising to make that business successful.
Okay, cool. Now I see the cover of these are nice.
Yes, they really are.
The print is nice. The
Yeah, that
models
ain't
on here
cheap.
is nice. Yeah,
That ain't
this is
cheap.
quality.
That's
And you
high
have,
quality.
like the fashion
Good
pieces
stuff.
up in here and stuff. Now, how can they get in contact with you if they were interested?
Well, if you want to get inside of the magazine, we're currently taking submissions. The magazine is a quarterly magazine, so we're currently taking submissions for the next edition. You can hit us up on Beauty and Barber, Instagram, Beauty and Barber Magazine. You can hit us up on our business page, Beauty and Barber, on Facebook, or you can hit me up, Wendell Moss, on Facebook as well. And we're currently taking submissions as far as clip shots if you're a barber, if you're a hairstylist, and if you're a model, designer, or entrepreneur. You want to market your particular brand, whether you're a boutique, whether you're a car wash, whether you're a car lot, or whether you have a skincare product, hair care product, or whether you have a bakery, or you have something you want to promote as far as our brand.
Whatever. Yeah. So you're saying that I could probably put an ad up in here for the D-Spot show?
Absolutely.
Right, so if you're a novel, if you're a hairstylist,
How about this?
I'm not a hairstylist.
What the
show,
selection
like-
process is? I mean,
selection process, just handing dead presidents.
Yo, hand that. You heard what he said. Hand over the coinage. You don't have the coinage. We
Yeah.
won't get up in there.
You got those dead presidents, you got a
Dead
bakery, you
presidents,
got
all
a
casuals,
novel,
everything
you got
around
a
there.
car lot, you got
Okay.
a brand or something like that. That's the selection.
All right.
As far as that, but if you're a barber or hairstylist, there is a little slight, selection process there, because we don't want you to put nothing in the magazine that's
That's
not
garbage.
quality.
Right, we want them
I don't need the kitchen.
And I've seen
Listen,
some
no
cuts.
kitchen photo.
Yes.
We don't want you curly hair at the stove.
No, it's curly at the stove.
Send it to the man.
No kitchen beautician. No kitchen beautician.
I mean, no, they start off there.
Yeah.
But what I said, we don't
There's
want,
levels to it, though.
right?
There's levels.
We don't want you sending a submission in the kitchen.
Right. With
With
at
your
the
cousin,
kitchen, right?
Right, with your cousin.
I know that's right.
That
Well,
burnt ear.
well, Wendell Moss, I appreciate you coming and blessing the
Appreciate you
D-Spot show. This is Mr. Wendell Moss with Beauty and Barber Magazine. You guys need to hit him up.
I will have this information on my page. It will be on the D-Spot's page.
Yes, we will have
with full
information.
entry information on it. Then that way, get with them. It's time to get out there. It's time for 804 to get out there and do your thing.
Absolutely.
I always feature and share Wendell's information. So
Absolutely.
you guys see it on my page.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right. All right, guys, so next up we have, which is one of my favorites. I love cheesecake, and we have Cheesecake J with Happy Bottle Cheesecake coming. Absolutely, yeah.
Come on in here with your cake, girl.
Ladies,
Cake, girl.
thank you so much.
Set that down right there.
Yeah,
You
set
know I
that.
like to put some cake in your face,
Thirsty. Cake in your face.
Hey guys.
All right.
So,
So,
ladies, look, y'all sipping on.
cheesecake,
You know.
Yeah, maybe
I
a little
was.
bit rude. We don't have one. Yes.
420.
Sorry. Next time. Cheesecake J. What we got here? We got we got a fruit basket and stuff.
They want
Because you and look,
Yes.
catch that glimpse of that, because that's my Fruit Master, y'all. That's Fruit
Yeah.
Master RVA. Check
Ooh,
him
this
out.
is nice.
That's my anchor. That's my anchor right
eat fruit. I
there.
don't eat fruit, but this fruit looks absolutely divine.
Girl, if it ain't sexy, we don't sell it.
Yeah, this fruit looks divine.
So look, so check me out. So here we go. We got.
All right,
This is
well,
just
first
some
we need to
information
introduce
where you can find me.
First we need to introduce you.
Yeah, there we go.
Right? Yeah, push that back a little bit.
Oh, yeah, here we
you're
go.
messing up the ambiance.
I'm sorry. I generally mess things up. That's why I keep Robert with me.
All right. So let's introduce. I would like to introduce Cheesecake J with Happy Bottle Cheesecake. How
Hi,
are you?
guys. I'm awesome.
Thank you for joining the D-Spot show.
Oh, well, thank you so much for inviting me. You know, I'm always looking to put some cake in people's face, and I'm already aggressive, and, to be invited to do it, oh yay.
That's right. I know
Oh
that's
yay.
right.
I'm just
I
so
know-
tickled. Like,
I know that's right.
like, you know, there's certain things in life that get people off, and this is kind of one of mine. This is what ticks
Well, I
my
know-
ticker. Like,
Yeah, I know all about that.
You know what I
Ticket.
mean? That's
Yeah, although
right.
I don't do it with cheesecake, I do it with some other
With
things.
some else. Tickle the
Right.
tickler.
we know about the tickler too, but,
sorry.
but I mean, as far as I know, like I said, I've had people tell me it's like an orgasm in their mouth.
I was just getting ready to say,
That's-
the last one I had,
We on that again this week?
this is some serious stuff here.
Cheesecake Jay, yeah, she had came. We had did a dry run last week, and she brought us samples.
Indeed.
And oh my gosh, it was
Delectable.
absolutely divine. So let's jump. Let me get a couple questions from you, and then what we'll do is we will talk about the cheesecake, and then yeah.
I like to eat. I like to watch. Look, I'm actually like it's actually called gastrovoyeurism. If you want the technical term, I like to watch you eat. It's like seriously, like my food porn. I love it, especially when you eat my cake and then you fall in love with me, and it's.
Y'all catch it.
So let me ask you, Cheesecake Jay. Let me ask you right quick. What made you start the cheesecakes?
Well, a friend of mine actually did cheesecakes up in Fredericksburg, and I had quit smoking, and I was fiending, and my mom got me some cheesecake from Walmart, and I was like, he's like, I make cheesecake, so he came down, and we made cheesecake. It was like a little date. We was making cheesecakes, me and Johnny, you know.
Okay.
And I don't know. I had a dream. I was like, you know what? I can take this to the next level, and I can. It's like, I don't know. We just started playing with it, and while I was going through my nicking, I was. Mom sent me to Walmart and I was buying some cheese and creating till 6 in the morning. And then Happy Bottoms was born.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
All right.
Awesome.
So let me ask you, like I asked Mr. Wendell Moss, what would you say is your marketing strategy?
Cheesecake.
That's your market strategy?
Cheesecake.
So how do you bring
Cheesecake.
people to it?
Cheesecake.
Everybody loves it.
Cheesecake. I mean, I be for real. Like, honestly, I be standing in Wawa, and this is me. You're gonna see me out and about, looking just like this every day. Might even see me on a billboard one day.
That's
But I definitely hooked up my car. I got the Cheesecake Mobile. Okay, so it says, you know, so you can find me. And pretty much everywhere I go, I'm carrying cake with me. I'm always looking and scouting because, like, you know, just like,
So
you know, the hustle ain't changed.
That's right.
This is the
You never
product, so
know.
I'm out here. I'm on a
That's
mission.
it.
I'm always slinging my
So you be
cake.
having a bag of, you be
Absolutely.
having a cooler cheesecake.
Absolutely.
Like, hey,
Girl, look,
cheesecake.
you know how many people's day I make, and there's like 10,000 of y'all out here, so I want to see them numbers up.
know that's
For real,
right.
because I enjoy when you go out and about, and you know, I love my job. Like, I love what I do. So
Absolutely.
when I go to someone else and they're not happy with it, I just want to make your day. I want to make you feel good.
That
And
will.
so when I give you
really
give you
will.
a cake and you're like. Because your first one's always, Mom made that rule. First one's always free because I was
Okay.
giving too much away.
So
But
let me ask you, where do you see your business in 5 years? Because I mean, there's other people doing like fruit baskets and cheesecake. So
well, we are actually partners with 1-800-Flowers. So
Awesome.
we're with a national team, so we
Awesome.
get orders from all over the country.
That is
Wow.
awesome.
And Edible Arrangements is my competition.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna give you a little. I opened
doing it
up
with the
edible
big dogs.
arrangements in Short Pump.
Yes,
And I was,
yes.
I did these things,
Yes.
but I did this like way before edible
The-
arrangements
the
came out.
boom.
It was like a guy, like a Japanese guy who had these things. And I remember when I was younger, my mom wanted to try stuff. And she was like, let's try this. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to do this. We done did cakes and chocolate.
Yeah.
Now we're doing fruit. And I remember having to cut, like do them by hand. Like they had little things, but
That's why I call him a fruit master,
Yeah.
because y'all should see him work.
Okay.
Especially Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. Like, that's my ace boon coup right there.
Okay.
We be calling you Ada.
Yeah, that's my boo right there.
Cool. All right, so tell us, what do we have here? Like, what are these?
Wow.
I see some
this
colors.
this is my starting lineup. And like I said, if it ain't sexy, we don't sell it. And
Yeah.
I'm a little OCD, you know. So I got some stuff I want you to taste. These right here, I baked specially like for you because you didn't have any. You didn't want no nuts.
Yeah, I don't do.
So-
I don't do these kind of nuts.
She didn't want nuts.
No
Dr.
nuts.
D, Dr. D is allergic to
So-
these kind of nuts. The
Yeah.
fruit.
So
Okay,
ladies,
that's
go
what-
ahead.
Not these
These are actually probably still warm because I sure did just bake these before I came. These are fresh.
I already had one. Hold on, let me get situated.
Right, get
Yeah.
situated.
Yeah.
Wait, but I love brownies, but I want a cheesecake.
I look, there is plenty.
I just
Go
had a
ahead. I just want you because these. I just.
What is
no,
it about
it's got
these?
chocolate, little white
They're
chocolate,
delish.
little white chocolate pieces.
They're
White
delish.
chocolate? Oh, okay. You sure no nuts?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they ain't got no nuts in.
All right, cool.
Delish.
So look, I've got
All right, so let's see,
cheesecakes
I
here,
got-
right? I've got plenty. Oh yeah.
So let's talk. I see this rainbow cheesecake. That brownie.
Ain't it
You
though?
love me, don't
I
you?
know that's stuck in your mouth.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get in this ear right now.
Exactly.
Come here,
Exactly.
girl.
Yes.
Yes,
I
I get more hugs from strangers than I do my family, y'all. I'm not even playing. I be prepared. I be ready for this.
So tell me about
Okay.
this. You know, all the cheesecakes look great, but I see this
And we
rainbow
have,
one.
we have 22 different signature flavors. Don't get twisted because I can do any kind you want.
Okay.
Wow.
But I got 22 with my own personal names. They got their own little personalities.
Wow.
Everything is mine, proprietary to me. From the crust to the marshmallow to the chocolate drizzle.
That is nice.
It's all mine. So this one right here. This one, I'm very connected to all my cakes.
It's a rainbow one.
Yeah, it's called a baby cake.
Baby cake.
It's
But tell
called
us
a
the
baby
story
cake.
behind the baby cake, because I already know. But tell the people
Yeah.
at home that may not know. And the only reason why I want her to share this because, you know, she puts love into her product. So
Yeah.
this one I feel like is a very, very special one. Not that none of them are, but this one is very special. Tell them a little bit about this story.
Yeah, well, okay, so look, please,
this one.
I'm on live here, so I don't want to
So
cry.
wait a minute, pause. Before you get started, do I need tissue?
Yeah.
No,
we don't need
no,
to.
because we're good. Let's
You
just
sure?
get through this. So
I said, do I?
Well, because
No, you
this is a
don't.
part of my healing too. So this is so you understand. Like,
Okay.
this is what helps me really for real not cry. Like honestly. So I was going to be a grandma, and we lost the baby at 38 weeks, and this is for all the babies just gone too soon.
Yeah.
Baby cakes,
See.
and it's got some strawberries and some marshmallow, and those are my little sprinkles, my grandma's sprinkles.
Okay, that's nice. See, and, you know.
Look at you making me cry about my damn baby cake.
I'm so sorry,
Yes.
but listen, the D spot is this is uncut raw and live.
Oh,
This is,
yeah,
you know.
it is,
So
it is.
listen, I'm sure
well,
other
this is
people-
new, like my-
other people can relate.
Well, and this just
Yeah.
happened. I mean, my baby, she just was born and passed on the 20th of November, so it's still raw and fresh.
Yeah.
But when I bake, that's what gets me like, you know, it's my therapy through so many things. Mentally, it's my therapy. Financially, but, you know, but mentally, you don't want to really see my.
So the name of this is baby cheesecake.
It's a baby cake.
It's a baby cake.
Yep,
So the name of
they're
this
called
is a
baby cakes.
cake.
Yep, and that's for all the parents who have lost a child, because it's definitely something that if you go through it, and hopefully that you don't feel the pain, because I don't want you to feel my pain. I want you to feel my hug. I want you to feel my love and know that you're
You know
not
what I just
alone.
attributed to that too? You know, a lot of people who lose kids, and then the next baby they have after that.
The rainbow
It's called
baby.
Rainbow baby.
Right, and absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that because I have a rainbow baby.
that.
So.
I was a rainbow
Never knew
baby.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Learn
So
something every
I just
day.
looked at
Never
that
knew
and
that.
I immediately thought of that. So
Yeah.
people don't understand whatever your business. That's why I said people got when you starting a business.
Wow.
You know, you base it upon your faith and what your belief is, and then you understand you're gonna go through things, but use that as a tool.
Yeah.
And that's another marketing tool. Use it as a tool, as a strategy. All right,
If-
this
and if you
happened.
don't
We're gonna
love
go
it-
from this.
If you don't love it, don't do it. If
I know
you know,
that.
I've been doing this since 2010, and I'm grinding in a whole decade. And to be honest with you, I ain't seen no paycheck for real yet.
That's all right.
So depending on them orders, y'all.
But look,
Taste the baby cake.
look, this cheesecake right here, I love chocolate, and while they were talking, I was like,
Hard about being a part of it. So wish me luck, and I will
Got it.
give some updates. Cheesecake JRVA,
Got it.
you'll find me, and I'll let you know
well, thank you.
if I've manned up and been able to handle the 700 people yalla.
You got it.
How can they? Oh yeah, how can they reach you?
Okay, so I'm pretty much like everywhere. If you just Google cheesecake, you'll find me. But cheesecake JRVA. I got cake on Facebook because that's what you try to get, right? You try to get my cake.
Woo.
So
I'm gonna get these cakes.
That was
Let
last
it not in the middle of the one. Talk about the ones you eat.
All right, so you can reach her
Yeah,
at
all kinds of cake.
on Facebook. Facebook, I got cake, hashtag cheesecake
J, RVA, because you know it's only 804. It's appropriate. I need to be because I'm from here. Well, I mean, technically I'm from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
But so
Ohio.
don't get it twisted. They love me in the 9222.
I know,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Miss
All right.
I love you guys.
Well, thank you. Cheesecake.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Can we leave this here?
Can we leave
Yeah,
it?
these are gifts for y'all.
Oh!
Yeah, this is from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Girl, bring it in. Bring it in. Look at this.
Oh,
Actually,
Lord.
you can take this and
You
bring it over to the.
I the look.
We'll move this up so we can have that there. All right.
Chad, you see this?
I cannot wait to get some.
Yes, the cheesecakes are the bomb. All right, so next up we have Sheree Fuller with Queen Pieces Custom.
Yes.
Queen Piece Custom, yes.
I'm busted.
Yes, how are you?
Hello,
Thanks for
ladies.
coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. What do we have here?
Some
All right.
bomb shirts.
So let me navigate this.
Wait, hold on, but let me have Miss Shireen introduce herself.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you.
My hoodie.
Yeah, hoodie.
Yes.
All right.
So I make custom shirts. This happens to be the
No, I want to know a little bit about who you are, though.
me. Okay. I'm an Army veteran.
Oh, very important.
Thank
That's
you.
right. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for all you do. And done.
I'm a mom.
Uh-huh.
I have children.
She's from New York.
I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn stand up.
She's from the second B. We're the better B.
My baby would love that.
What?
Sorry, she felt some type of way
Don't do
about that.
that.
Well, I'm from the Richmond
We
B.
are, but I'm just saying she should get.
Y'all getting upset about that?
Thank you. Respect it.
Bring it over here. Well, I'm from the Richmond V. Where we watch. I don't know why they are.
All right. Go ahead.
I don't know what this. I don't know.
What made you get? I like these pieces. They bling. I love a bling. What?
Yes.
Anything that
What made
says
you get
queen
started?
is all me.
This is actually my second business. I originally started, I own a skating rink.
What?
Yes.
Where?
In Petersburg,
Oh.
actually. Yeah, I did that. I was the first and only black woman to own a skating rink in the state of
You
Virginia.
guys hear this? You guys hear this?
So that's a major accomplishment. I did
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
So, did that. I don't know. It was just something. I'm not a real creative person, so it's kind of weird for me to be able to do this and be good at it. But I actually love it. I really love it. I'm really good at it. I create other shirts.
Like, yeah, how did this originate? Where did it come from?
Come on, tell them about it. Tell them about it.
Yeah.
I need you to bring that up. I need you to bring that up, baby. Bring that up. Where it come
About
from?
my shirts?
Where'd it come from?
I dreamed it.
Okay, again, where it come from? Okay, so let me give you a little bit because she's bossy. By the way, she typically tries to fall to the back, but my girl's like a hardcore rider. And for those of you all who do not know, we have a few women riders out here. We do. I for one am one. Been riding over 15 years. This one is also. But not only does
And
she
that's how
ride
fast, yeah.
crotch riders, she is a Harley rider, a hard Harley rider. We ain't talking about nobody that ride up and down the block, around the corner to your cousin's house just to say you look cute on it. She is a multi-state rider. So this is somebody, when I say across country, she's going. So that's what I wanted her to get to. I try to play the background with it, but you know, and that's where the queen piece comes from, because it takes a real go hard queen to get on a hog and go. A bag, a booty bag to be exact is what we call it.
Right.
That's all right.
A booty bag, strap it and keep it moving, yo. Like, so I'm proud of you when I seen this.
I am too, you know, and I'm at Bossy on the
love
scene too, so.
I love that. That's sexy to me.
Absolutely.
It's my motorcycle Harley rider. If y'all think it's a game, look her up. And it's not.
So you told us, you know, what inspired you with this. Well, at least Kershaw did, because you were trying to be, you were trying to be all cute and humble about it.
I'm shy.
So you've had a few businesses. So give an advice to the audience, like, what would advice be for you to start, you know, how can they start a business?
First things first is don't listen to your friends, because they will always tell you what not to do. And the naysayers, everybody will say because of what they are afraid to do. Never be afraid to go out and venture on your own and do what you feel is best for you. Because people will always say what they don't think you should do. And that's first and foremost. And then to do your research and look into it and see what works for you at the same time. Because there's always a need, like especially in the t-shirt business, there's always a need. Everybody's always buying something. I do other things other than my own logo. I make custom t-shirts and people are always ordering stuff and getting things. I do, for different bike clubs, other businesses. I create logos for other businesses. I've done that as well. Different sayings and stuff. Just anything custom made, I can do it. Anything. Pants, shirts. Like I said, I have hoodies. Anything, I can make it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Absolutely awesome.
Don't be afraid to start over.
Right.
People get
Because
so
I've
stuck into, I got this business, it failed, blah, blah, blah. No, the best business owners have multiple businesses.
Right. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yeah.
So if you only have 1 stream of income, you need about 6 more.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because it takes that many to get to the level that you want to be at. So, if you have 3, kudos, get a couple more.
Yep.
The average millionaire, and that's just millionaire, has 7. So if you want to be a billionaire, then you need to hike that number up a bit. Okay.
Even something as simple as vending machines. I have vending machines too.
That's a great
You said what?
idea.
Vending machines.
You have vending machines? You
That's
own a vending
awesome.
machine?
I own
That's
two.
awesome.
What kind of
Where do you have them at?
Yeah.
I have them at an auto body shop.
Awesome.
Yeah. And they're like the
actual
2-in-1.
snacks and stuff?
Yeah, the
Vending
2-in-1 that have
machines
sodas and snacks.
is a very lucrative entrepreneur athlete.
Yeah, because when you like a little fat chubby kid, even though I work out,
it makes its own money.
and I just
Yeah.
get real
You just come and
hungry.
collect,
Yeah,
I
you
get
have to be
real hungry.
open-minded. When you're
Yes,
trying to
you
make
do.
money, you
Yes,
always
you
have to
do.
have a different way to make money. A lot of people
Yeah.
are surprised that, oh, you had a vending machine?
Yeah, we did the
you have
vending
to be
machine thing
open-minded.
like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hot dog carts, all that. We be popping.
Yep, you gotta be open-minded. Because I felt hard when I didn't, with the skating rink thing, it really got to me when it didn't work.
Okay.
Because I really loved it. I really loved the kids
Right.
and, the community and everything.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And then when it didn't work, it really hit me hard. And I was thinking ever since then of what else I could do. You always have to think of something else that you
Absolutely.
you can do.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to work for nobody else.
But don't blame yourself on that Petersburg thing because
Yeah.
Petersburg went through its own
Yeah.
situation. So
Yeah.
it probably wasn't you and your business
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. It was a
That
city.
just
It
the
definitely was a
location,
city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
And that was
But we
that
picked
was
up,
a
keep
great
it moving,
idea.
Yeah.
think of something else.
Yep.
So these come in all sizes.
Yes.
You do it for men and women.
All sizes and colors.
You do it for kids too? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, so tell the people at home how they can reach you if they're interested.
Right now, I just have Instagram and Facebook at Queen Peace Customs.
Queen Peace Custom, Instagram
Yes.
or Facebook.
Instagram or Facebook. Yes.
Okay, Queen
Nice and
Peace
simple.
Customs. All right. Now, we said a piece of advice. Let me see. What else? I think. So, what is your marketing strategy?
Right now, it's just social media because social media is like the king of everything. So
Yeah.
social media and
Social media is where it's
I
at.
wear my stuff everywhere I go because nobody's gonna
Yes,
promote you
branding.
like you.
That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody's gonna promote you
Like
you.
you.
That should be a slogan.
Yep.
It is.
Can I get a shirt like that made? Nobody's gonna promote you
Yeah.
like you.
I got you. You know
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I need that. Nobody else take that. That's mine. Dr. D. Ain't nobody gonna promote you like you.
Whatever. Let her-
All right, I know. All right, well, thank you, Shireen. I want to thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
These
You know I
pieces
love
are
y'all.
great. Yes. And she came. Yeah, this is nice.
Are these
And,
comp shirts?
Are those what? Comp shirts? I know, right?
Girl, you know you gotta get a little more thread. Come up in here with these little medium shirts. You know my back wide.
Well, Shireen, I thank you. I thank you. Queen Peace Custom.
I got a book to buy.
All right,
for
Queen
this.
Peace Custom. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So, for our next one, we have. For our next one, you don't want to get that shirt up.
I want to get my shirt.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to get that shirt up, or you have to pay for it. All right. So for our next one, we have is one of our co-hosts who is already here. Her name is Kim, but she goes by Blunt. Blunt stands for Black Lady Under New Terms.
It does.
All right.
It does.
She is a local author. Everybody.
I am a local author, publisher, and entrepreneur. I need that purple bag. We just do this like oh, purple bag.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna still be eating rainbow cake.
And I'm gonna be bartering for this shirt while y'all go. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice one. I like this pink one.
Cheesecake Jet.
Yes.
Y'all better get these orders in.
I'm about to take your pink one. Yes.
All right.
We have a bag of goodies.
I
Bag
have
of
never
goodies.
in my life had something so try.
Yeah, that cake is good, ain't it?
Okay, I know my cameraman's gonna get
Right here?
all over me.
You ready to get
All over you.
Oh, you ready to get
I
hollered
mean,
at
as far
back.
as like, yeah.
You ready to get Ike Turner in a
he's
minute.
gonna be like, oh, you're like,
this.
you know, just not positioned correctly.
Finer. She gonna get 5. 5 out of 5.
However,
We got books.
we got books upon books upon
mean, it's a
books.
whole
We
Yes.
have award-winning
space over here.
series.
Yes, award-winning
We
series.
have Paul
Okay.
Weber.
Carl Weber. All right.
Anthologies.
So tell us a little bit about you and how you got started.
Blunt got started pretty much about 15 years ago. Again, during the dry run, we discussed a little bit, wrote during school, won a lot of awards. New York City Board of Education Excellence in Writing Award. Went on to pen maybe 8 novels. Betrayal of a Hustler is discussed in many colleges across the United States. Followed up by Dead Man's Vengeance and Vendetta. My books can be found pretty much on Amazon. Calls, Around the Way Girl series, very hot series. I'm in volume 7 and 8. You can find those at Walmart and all across the U.S. They're also on Amazon. I am a publisher as well.
Okay.
I published my sister.
Nice.
I've published a couple of friends. Published Traces of You by Raymond Good. He's doing his thing like Oprah style, just
Okay.
like really trying to like do it hard and just traveling all across the country. Really proud of him. Ayoka Boyce is another author that I got inspired to do her thing. She's a Christian author and award-winning now. So I'm just proud of the people that I was able to touch. You know, vessels, that's what God is about. My latest is Everything Money Can't Buy.
That's your latest book.
That's my latest, Everything Money Can't Buy. It's nice and thick. You think it's
Yeah,
worth
that's
that
a thick.
t-shirt?
That's a thick book. That's a thick book.
So this is my latest, Everything Money Can't Buy. It's actually, Amazon has it in 3 installments electronically, but I took it and placed it all in one paperback, and it's available
So
for
can
$25.
one of the co-hosts get a copy?
Get a copy.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because that looks nice.
we're on Urban Times Magazine's number 5 slot for
Nice.
this copy. So we're proud. We're proud of our work. We were featured in Beauty and Barber magazine.
Nice.
You know, for all of our works. And you know, Blunt is just doing her thing. We got web series coming. We got reality shows coming. We have a lot of things coming from Queen Bee Publications, formerly D&D Publishing. So just keep up with us. You can find me. I'm Kimberlane Johnson on Facebook, since they wanted to get government on a chick. And as far as Instagram, you can find me at the number 4 Blunt. Websites are coming. We're under construction, just reconstructing everything, and just really excited about the future. Everybody in the 804 knows Blunt, and they know what time it is with me and what my books are about and what I do. So I'm just glad to be a part of my cousin's show, and just
My
really
first
happy
cousin.
for
One of my
her.
first cousins.
You
Yeah.
know, so just wanted to support, but you know, again, y'all know what it is with Blunt, so
Y'all know what it is.
look me up.
Right. And this is the trilogy.
Okay,
And
that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, so
So
this
these
is the
three go
trilogy.
together.
The Betrayal of a Hustler,
Yes,
Dead
thank you.
Man's Vengeance,
And the
the Vendetta. And I just want y'all to know, I'm not an avid reader. I listen to books. But when she first came out with this book, I read this in 2 days, needed this one, and had to get that one. So I urge you to start with the trilogy and then move on to the other ones. Right quick, let me also talk about
Yes,
these 2 books. These books she published as well, but this is by my other first cousin. See, we have a family of women that be
That's
doing
right.
some things.
I know to get them money, baby.
And so these are thoughts,
Thoughts from the heart.
yeah, thoughts from the heart. So these are more like aspiration books. So if you need like some uplifting
encouragement.
words and encouraging words, these are the
Yes.
2 books. My cousin is Doreen Plaskett.
Yes.
Okay, you can find her on Facebook under Doreen Plaskett. All right, and purchase her books as well. Where else is her books at?
We are in the middle of doing our website on Wix,
Okay.
so it'll be ready probably in about a week or so, but it's going to be under Queen Bee Publications at Wix.com.
Okay, at Wix.com. All right, well, Blunt, I appreciate you being here and my
Appreciate you
co-host
guys.
and my cousin. All right.
Cheesecake.
All right. So for our last and final entrepreneur, we have a dear friend of mine. Her name is Shalita Highsmith, and she comes to us with Highsmith Custom Pieces.
Woo!
You can put this like right here
That over.
so that it's in
Put
the
that in the middle of
camera,
us.
right?
Can you see it?
That's good.
You blocking her?
That's fine.
Back here.
Let me get this.
It's all about you.
Back here.
Do we got workers' comp?
No, we don't have workers' comp. We don't have no insurance for the show.
Workers' comp?
Sorry.
No. Okay. You here.
You need her to move over?
Get out there. Here. We set this right here. I'll
There?
stand.
Yeah, there you go. Do that. Yeah.
No, put it in between. No, ma'am.
Can you see
Yeah,
it?
she gonna be trying
It's
to
all
anyway.
about you.
All right, so welcome Shalita.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, before we get started, this piece is wonderful. She has a couple other pieces that she will share with us, but tell the audience about you a little bit.
All right.
A lot of people hopefully watching already know my girl Shalita, but just let them know for the ones that don't know.
All right, well, I'm Shalita Highsmith. I am a mother of two young men who are college students at Virginia State.
Nice.
Yes, I am currently a business owner. I own a few. This is my latest endeavor. I've been kind of dibbling and dabbling, working for myself since about 1994.
Awesome.
And I really got serious maybe about 6 months ago with this business. Other businesses I've been working, and I closed a few down and opened another.
Yeah.
But this has become how I survive, how I'm okay. I lost a kid in 2010. And around the July, August, September, October, November, and sometimes December, I can't pull it together. So when I'm sewing, I'm not really thinking about anything else but numbers and how it looks and making it perfect. So it helped me through my grieving period.
Wow.
So it's called Highsmith Custom Made Designs, and it just happened by accident. It was my aunt, it kind of warms me up every time I think about her. She was like, I went to visit her one day, and she's like almost in her 80s, and she pulled out her sewing machine and said, let me show you how to do this. And I was like, okay, and she said I could sew a straight line. And she's like, most people can't sew a straight line. And I was like, who can't sew a straight line? Like, it didn't make any sense.
I can't sew at all.
So I went home.
Stitch it.
See?
My mom said whip.
It just shocked me that she was like, you can sew a straight line. And so I went home and I just started sewing straight lines. And then I started making pillows, and I started just doing things. And did go buy a pattern one day, and I opened it up and saw all those pieces of paper and got so frustrated I just balled them up. And so I don't use a pattern. I look at you, I measure you, I cut fabric to meet your size.
Nice.
So that's where the custom made comes from. Every piece that I make is made for a person.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I don't have a
Made to
huge
you.
stock of stuff sitting for you to come in and try on.
Yes.
You look at my fabrics and you say, I want a maxi skirt, and I make you a maxi skirt.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So now, give the people at home a piece of advice if they want to start their own business. Like if they struggling, they don't know what to do. I mean, because you had a couple businesses, successful businesses.
I did, and I still do. I teach CPR for American Heart Association and for Red Cross. Been an instructor since 2008, and that's my backup. So if anything, if I lose a job or something go crazy, I can always schedule a class, to make that
Everybody
money.
needs to know CPR first aid.
Right. So I would tell folks, we can sell anything.
just find something that you're passionate about selling or making.
That's it.
We can sell
Passionate.
paper clips and
Yeah.
dip them in rubber and
That's
sell
it.
those colorful
You're
rubber
passionate,
paper clips.
yeah.
You know, if that's paper clips your thing. Don't feel like you can't do it. Even if it's hard, and I found that people won't tell you how to do it for the fear of you becoming successful.
Except for me.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. I tell folks all the time, come ask me.
That's it.
Because if I'm growing, you growing, everybody in our community growing, everything looks better, our kids are better, like the environment is better, so we can all grow together.
That's it.
You know, so just come up with any idea and then figure out how to make money off of it.
Nice. So what did you bring with you today to show us?
Okay, so a couple of things. So I'll do this first.
Okay.
All right, so let me tell you how this guy started. I was looking at scarves, and we have kids who, they have scarves and they put them on and you see them at the bus stop and one's hanging down or it's on the ground at the bus stop. Well, I made this, and it's called a head and neck warmer. So eventually it started off as a neck warmer, where you put it on and it's around your neck. Doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to worry about a kid losing it out of their coat. It's falling off. When they get to school, they take it off and they stuff it in their sleeves. That's what we were told. Stuff our stuff in our sleeves. But then I decided to make it a little bit bigger, where not only does it covers my ears. So now I don't have to worry about earmuffs. I don't have to worry about anything being lost. Once my coat is on, it holds it in place, so it doesn't go anywhere. So it started off with these. Then the holidays came, and folks were like, hey, I want something for Christmas. I want Cowboys and Redskins and Steelers and
Go Giants.
Yes. So wherever I could find the fabric, if I could find the fabric, I made them for folks. So then we got to the holidays. So the holidays came, and I said, wait a minute, we can take this up a little bit. So when we wanted to go out for New Year's, and I couldn't.
A faux fur.
Same concept, except it's a little bit bigger. If you wear your outfit, doesn't have any sleeves, you're still covered. But it's for, it's for going out when it's cold,
That's right. All those nice football games.
Soft and
So,
stadiums.
and I'm a texture person, so anything soft against my skin, makes me smile. So I kind of do just about anything. If you've seen
And then I purchased one, and it was a Mickey Mouse one. I remember I saw it, and I almost jumped out my skin, and I was like, oh my God, I need that. And I was like, she had 2 left. And it was so funny because somebody else was like, oh, I want that. And I hit her up and I was like, I know you're not about to sell my scarf. Like, I'll feel some type of way. But yeah, I wear mine like every day on the bus. I'm like wrapped in my Mickey. It keeps me so warm. Yeah. I love it. Like those.
I hope it ain't with that purple coat.
I don't have the purple coat no more. My baby bought me a black. He bought me a black.
Look at God. I'm sick of that purple coat.
Yeah,
Threw my purple coat.
I'm gonna find a picture, throwback Thursday, of that purple coat.
Lord. So what's this piece we have here?
Okay, so I go to Cedar Street Baptist Church. Sorry, I had to give that plug. And sometimes when you're in the church, it's cool, but it's not cold. And so I always wear a shawl. And the shawls, you put them on and you throw across your shoulder, and then you get to walking. My mom used to tell us, always keep your chest covered when you're a kid, when you're out. So, but the problem with that is it'll come down and your chest is still out. Well, we have this, so we can use you as a model. Come on, this is
I love being a model.
Be careful.
So, same concept. You would throw the shawl on. All right.
Looking like you come
Just
from
put your arms
Wisconsin.
all around. There you go.
Turn around right quick so they can see you.
All right.
Go on, do the sound.
And then we're going to tie this to hold this piece in. So I got my arms all around.
It's all right.
All right, now turn around for me. And then I put this little hoop because now it holds it and your chest cover.
Oh, it's very
And your
much
hawk
covered.
won't get up in it.
That's
Not-
right.
Keep the hawk from getting up. This is
Nice.
Look at this. That's right. And
Turn around, come so they can see you.
let me go this way.
You look very royal,
There you go. Crush that so they can see you.
So
Nice.
you can reach underneath. There's 2 strings where you can tie it
underneath.
All right, come back.
Kershaw, come on.
What you said, tag underneath? That's, first of all, it's a lot of instructions. I
That's
want to do
okay.
well with instructions.
That's all. You see the string here?
Oh, right.
And there's one on the other side. And that way it keeps you from flapping. Keeps the air.
I was flat.
Yeah,
I
it keeps
thought
the
I was
air
supposed
from
to fly.
under.
A little.
This is not, girl, look at this.
She's your queen.
Sing it, baby. That's what I was going to say. It's either McQueen coming to her or Home with Thunder, one or the other.
All right, well, we have run out of time, but I want to thank Shalita and all my other guests for coming to the D-Spot this evening. Again, Shalita, real quick, how can they contact you?
You can find me on Facebook at Highsmith Custom Made Pieces, and it's Shalita Highsmith on Facebook and Instagram.
Highsmith Custom Pieces on Facebook or Instagram. This was the D-Spot. I want to thank you all at home for tuning in. Thank you for our entrepreneurs again. And I will have information on the D-Spot page. Join us on January 31st for our pre-Valentine's Day show. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Nice.